Matt Zenitz, Michael Casagrande with you after Nick Saban's press conference here on this Thursday. Just here to answer a few questions stemming from the press conference. So really the simple answer, Nick Saban doesn't have any sort of timetable for when he expects to name a starting quarterback. Actually referenced a conversation he had with one of the offensive linemen, with Nick still being unsettled, undecided on who the starting quarterback is going to be. He asked one of the offensive linemen, he didn't say who, just who does that player like best among the quarterbacks? And that the player pretty much referenced that it doesn't really matter, that with Alabama rarely huddling, that he doesn't even know most of the time who the quarterback is in there. So Nick just expressed a lack of concern for any continuity problems that come along with not having a clear starter at this point, and because of that, is in no rush whatsoever to name a starting quarterback. So in terms of a timetable, there isn't one. This gets stretched until the latter part of next week, and once again acknowledge the possibility that there could be not only one quarterback playing against Wisconsin, but possibly two, but this is going to drag on most likely into next week, although Alabama does, Nick acknowledged, begin their preparation for Wisconsin tomorrow.
Talk about David Cornwell. It's kind of been the question, I guess, for a while now. We've been wondering, people have been wondering, we haven't heard much from David Cornwell about David Cornwell. Hasn't even been referenced at all during any of the news conferences this August. So I asked him today, what's the latest with him? What's the deal, I guess, is kind of the question. And he said that David had struggled a little bit at the beginning of camp, was getting a little bit better, was improving, but there was, he's not one of the three guys that they have working the bulk of the snaps, is what Saban said, with Coker, Morris, and Bateman. So it's still to be determined, but he's not one of those threes right now after being kind of the guy who had the big spring that people talked about a lot during the spring. So for right now, he's kind of on that outside group working in.